me ask you something. You know that friend who always cancels plans? The one who says, "Sorry, I'm tired. Not feeling well. Maybe next time." And deep down, everyone thinks the same thing. They don't care. They're lazy. They're boring. But what if I told you that friend isn't avoiding people? They're protecting something. See, there's a type of person who feels a strange kind of excitement when plans get canceled. Not because they hate their friends. Not because they're antisocial. But because the idea of a quiet evening at home feels like oxygen. If you've ever felt relief instead of disappointment when plans fall through, this story is about you. Society loves loud lives, busy calendars, crowded places, photos that prove you were out there. But some people don't feel alive out there. They feel drained, and no one ever tells their story properly. Until now, here's something most people don't understand. Not everyone gains energy the same way. Some people recharge by being around others. They need noise, movement, conversation, chaos. That's how their brain wakes up. But then there are people who feel the opposite. For them, every conversation, even a fun one, uses energy. Every social interaction slowly lowers the battery. And when the battery hits zero, no amount of smiling can fake it. Home isn't just a place to relax for these people. It's the only charger that actually works. Psychologists explain this with something called optimal stimulation. Some nervous systems crave more stimulation to feel balanced. Others crave less. It's not fear. It's not weakness. It's not laziness. It's biology. So when someone chooses a quiet night in over a loud night out, they're not missing out. They're regulating themselves. The world feels loud enough already. One people rarely talk about. The outside world is unpredictable. Unexpected noise, sudden changes, forced conversations, people asking questions they don't really want answers to. For some personalities, this constant unpredictability is exhausting. At home, you control everything. The lights, the sounds, the temperature, the silence. That sense of control isn't about comfort. For highly sensitive people, it's about safety. Their nervous system is always scanning, always processing, always absorbing more than it should. So home becomes the one place where the body finally relaxes. This is why some people don't just like staying home. They need it. And here's the part that might surprise you. People who enjoy solitude often think
I'm
deeper,
sorry.
reflect
I messed
more,
up.
create
Please
more.
forgive me.
The best ideas don't
I'm
always
sorry.
come from crowds. They come at 2 a.m., in silence, when the world finally stops interrupting your thoughts. Staying home isn't inactivity. Not everyone stays home for healthy reasons. For some people, staying home feels peaceful. For others, it feels heavy. There's a difference. Some stay home because it fills them up. Others stay home because leaving feels impossible. Social anxiety, past rejection, emotional burnout, depression that whispers, "What's the point?" In those cases, home becomes both a refuge and a cage. And the key question is simple. When you stay home, do you feel rested afterward? Or do you feel smaller? One is self-awareness. The other is avoidance. And both deserve compassion, not judgment. But for people who genuinely love staying in, they're not hiding. They're choosing a life that feels aligned instead of loud. A life where peace matters more than performance. Some people find happiness in small rituals. The same mug every morning. The same spot on the couch. The way sunlight enters the room at sunset. They don't need constant excitement because their inner world is rich. They don't chase moments to post. They experience moments fully. They can sit alone on a Saturday and feel complete. So if you're someone who turns down invitations without guilt, feels calm instead of lonely at home, prefers comfort shows over loud memories, chooses depth over noise, you're not broken. You're wired differently. And that difference is not a flaw. It's a design. Now tell me in the comments, do you genuinely love staying home? Or do you think people are just making excuses? And if this story felt uncomfortably accurate,
I can't stay in here forever.
subscribe.